But I haven't set anything on fire that I haven't meant to set on fire.
Silas Lancaster, elderly vampire.
There's only one Filbert. They broke the mold when they made Filbert.
And Dragonbait as the Creeper Keeper.
Silas, get back in your room!
Roll for Weird on Twitch, streaming monthly. New podcast episodes every other Friday. Available on Apple or wherever you find your podcasts.
Ah, so nice of you to stop by. Come in, come in. I'm Silas Lancaster, and this is my library. Within these tomes you will find tales of monsters, both figurative and literal. Tales to make the strongest of us blanch in fear. Such stories are dangerous, and consumption must be strictly rationed. As such, I shall share but one story from my library each Thursday in October each year. Be sure to tune your wireless receiver to Storytime with Silas. Alternatively, subscribe on those podcast providers the youth seem so fond of.
Campaign 2 of Halfway to Heroes. Darker, grittier, and much more dignified than Campaign 1.
We see the Forever Storm, a 50-mile-wide storm centered on the Severed Key. Though dangerous, it is vital to the survival of nearly every being in this slice of pizzazz. This source of energy is...
I forgot the name for it.
You motherfuckers! I forgot the name.
Pizzazz or pizzazz?
Pizzazz.
It sounded like he said pizzazz.
It's supposed to be bees ass or whatever.
You know what? I f***ing knew that was going to happen.
I forgot all about it, dude.
Okay, maybe not. But either way, join us every other Tuesday wherever you get your podcasts as we start a brand new story featuring 4 monsters that have to put aside their differences if they're to stop the armies of men once and for all.
Do you like Dungeons & Dragons lore? Do you like drunk history? Well then, Lore and Pour is the show for you, where we combine the two. I'm Adam DeWeese, and I'm the host, and I bring on a cast of rotating guests, and we hang out before the show, have a few drinks, and then they are given their topic 30 minutes prior to pressing the record button, where they study up on the topic, and then we hit record, and whatever they say goes. They are treated as if they are the leading experts in the field, and I ask the questions that you never thought you needed to ask, such as, how do mind flayers go to the bathroom?
Yeah, they just go one time, and it's pee and poop, and it's green.
What's the most dangerous creature in the astral plane?
It just pinch it, you know?
Yeah.
Just...
And that whale's like, you know
They
what?
got pinchers?
Oh,
You don't
do
even
they
know
have
about
pinchers?
Find the answers to all these questions and much, much more, whether they're accurate or not, on Lore and Pour. You can find Lore and Pour on the Majestic Goose Network and wherever you download your podcast every other Monday right now.
Space. The final front.
Mayday alert. We are under attack.
Oh, blarney. I kinda gotta watch the tube for 10 seconds.
Rerouting auxiliary power to abjuration shields.
Someone get on those cannons. We've got company.
Are you looking for a Dungeons & Dragons sci-fi fantasy space adventure? Then what you are looking for is Eclipse. Join our crew every other week as we struggle to keep the galaxy safe. With Dr. Shepard, the Illithid cleric.
Space pirates. That was wild.
Ava Elkin, the human monk.
If we play our cards right, we might not be totally screwed.
Lita Nove, the ASMR bard.
We should be arriving in Amaron in about 2 hours.
Info O. Scott, the Warforged artificer.
Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and fire the sonic cannon here.
Kanan Vargas, the tiefling sorcerer.
Does anybody else think this is like a super aggressive move?
And I'm Jeremy Fair. I will be your dungeon master. Eclipse can be found on Spotify, Apple Music, or anywhere you like to get your podcasts.
So you've decided to make a new home for yourself in the retirement community of Pennycross. We're very excited to have you join us. Here in Pennycross, you can enjoy some independence in your golden years, spending time with like-minded seniors without worrying about those darn kids on your lawn. We have a wide range of rental properties available and a variety of amenities staffed by locals who are middle-aged. No need to worry about crying babies or teenagers with attitudes serving you at the pub. In addition, there are dozens of clubs, guilds and activities to keep you feeling young at heart. Join our lawn bowling league, the puzzle club, or our renowned knitting guild. Established by Agnatha Harper nearly 200 years ago, our guild has attracted a wide range of members. We're delighted that you're making Pennycross your final home. Please ignore the ominous smoke coming from the mountain. It only started a few days ago, and I'm sure it will dissipate shortly. Welcome home, weary traveler.
Crits and Knits is a 5e actual play podcast and Twitch series with the live streams and the podcast drops alternating every other Wednesday, starting Wednesday, February 2nd on the Majestic Goose Network or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Gerundu.
And we are the hosts of Majestic Goose's newest podcast, Dice Talk. Dice Talk is a Dungeons & Dragons and tabletop podcast that dives into the deep topics of tabletop role-playing games.
Join us as we speak with passionate content creators, podcasters, authors, and more as we discuss all manner of tabletop and geek-related content.
Dice Talk is a bi-weekly show, so we're hitting your podcatcher with brand new episodes every other week, filling your ears with exclusive interviews and conversations that you can't find anywhere else.
Every episode is a new opportunity to hear from different creators in the tabletop community and just talk about Dungeons & Dragons and any other tabletop games that have made us who we are.
Dice Talk, now on the Majestic Goose Podcast Network. Make sure you check us out and subscribe so you never miss an episode.
A Majestic Goose podcast.
In a world where adventure awaits and danger lurks around every corner, an unlikely group of friends find themselves on the path to becoming heroes. But school will only get them halfway. Merlin, the human warlock barber guy.
Oh god, no, I gotta buff his butt! No! Can I refuse business?
Ubo, the turtle artificer.
Well, it doesn't work yet, but I'm working on it.
Ultrex, the discarded warforged paladin.
I don't eat or sleep or wear clothes, so I just sit in the corner and wait.
And Clyde, the Goliath barbarian in skinny jeans.
They're called skinny pelts, okay?
Find us on iTunes or wherever you download your podcast by searching for Halfway to Heroes.
From the city that brought you Kentucky Fried Chicken, Sluggers, and Muhammad Ali comes Roll for Weird, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast. Join Philbert Fogel, Doomsday Prepper and Expert.
I mean, I'm kind of like the linchpin that's keeping everything together in the group.
Lasath, the Divine, and the Sensible.
And I still owe him my life, so I would have to end yours. It would be a mess.
Shadow, the Edgy Initiate.
I trust him with my life. I don't know if I trust him with, my bank account or my car or something like that.
Misty Charlotte Palladino, Spellslinger, and Trenchcoat Enthusiast.
But I haven't set anything on fire that I haven't meant to set on fire.
Silas Lancaster, Elderly Vampire.
There's only one Filbert. They broke the mold when they made Filbert.
And Dragonbait as the Creeper Keeper.
Silas, get back in your room!
Roll for Weird on Twitch, streaming monthly. New podcast episodes every other Friday. Available on Apple or wherever you find your podcasts.
Ah, so nice of you to stop by. Come in, come in. I'm Silas Lancaster, and this is my library. Within these tomes you will find tales of monsters, both figurative and literal. Tales to make the strongest of us blanch in fear. Such stories are dangerous, and consumption must be strictly rationed. As such, I shall share but one story from my library each Thursday in October each year. Be sure to tune your wireless receiver to Storytime with Silas. Alternatively, subscribe on those podcast providers the youth seem so fond of.
Campaign 2 of Halfway to Heroes. darker, grittier, and much more dignified than Campaign 1.
We see the Forever Storm, a 50-mile wide storm centered on the Severed Key. Though dangerous, it is vital to the survival of nearly every being in this slice of pizzazz.
Welcome, everybody, to Shitty Cowboys and Shitty Cowboys. Welcome back. It's been a while. We missed one. Guys. I'm sorry.
We did indeed. Well, I guess I'll have to forgive you for denying my existence for a whole month.
Yeah, no one ever really talks about what happens to TTRPG characters when you're not playing them.
Sleeping.
They're just like it's like
They're
Andy's
frozen.
toys after he moves to college, and they're just still like waiting for him to come back and play with them. It's like that, but probably even more sad because you put a lot of thought and imagination into them. Hey, what happened 1 month ago on Shitty Cowboys?
1 month ago, we convened as per usual to play Shitty Cowboys, and then we had some Old West adventures, and then we finished playing, and we didn't play for a month. No. Well, let me rack my brains for a minute there. Let me think about that. As I recall, last time we moseyed on back into West Hatter after we cut down we burned down a sway through the mushrooms on the way back, right? Okay, so we burned them down. I got some in my lungs or something, had to scrape them off my arm, and then we had to scrape them off the faces of the horses, and then that was all with some charcoal and stuff. We braided those horses' faces, so I had to cast Speak with Animals so I could explain what I was doing, and they wouldn't trample us and shit. And then, we made it back in the West Hatter and we found that mushrooms got real big there, like the size of a house and stuff. And so we had to, we couldn't just burn them down with fire because we'd have burned down half the dang old town. So we went to Bellis Ruskier, our old friend, the gnomish inventor and creator of the MS Paint and the firearms that we use. Said, well, you got yourself any kind of their chemicals or something like that we can use to get rid of these mushrooms? She said, yeah, I got all this goddamn acid. We said, okay, give us some of that. And then we melted the mushroom, and that was all good. Oh, yeah, but before we did that, we went to go see Chester Buttery, and I chastised him, as is my wont. And then he gave us money, and we left.
Yes. There is one more important detail that we're going to need because it's going to carry over into this episode. And it involves Sean Marston, mushrooms, lasso.
Well, Sean, bless his little heart, he insisted on eating mushrooms over and over again, despite the fact that we knew that they was poisonous and deadly. Eventually got lucky and got that high he's been searching for a while, and came under the fortunately incorrect conclusion that he could fly. So he's been running around flying, so to speak. So I put a lasso around his waist, and I'm holding on to him so he cannot run away and get himself into any more trouble.
Yes. And I think I think you covered it. I think you nailed it. So
I regret doing that since you say it's going to carry over.
I just want to make sure everybody knows that Sean Marston is still high.
Every time I do something like this, he uses it against me.
Well, you will insist on trying to get high.
Yeah.
High and drunk. Also, so there was 10 mushrooms around the edge of the town. When I say mushrooms, these ones were a lot bigger than the carpet before, but there were about 10 of them, and I rolled some dice that just so happened to give Bellis exactly 10 vials of that acid. So unfortunately, she is all out now. But West Hollow is also now, seems pretty safe now from the mushroom threat, so to speak. We only did one on air, like a test one, to see if it even worked before she gave you guys the rest of it. But we'll say that we can start the night off with like you guys pouring the vial on the last mushroom to melt it down, thus clearing all the mushrooms around West Hollow.
All right.
Wait, all of them? They're all gone?
When I say West Hollow, the town, not West Hollow,
not the entire,
the entire
geographical area.
Yes, yeah, you guys just ran around the entire map.
I was like, wait a sec.
You defeated my mushroom puzzle. No, yeah, West Hollow town, not West Hollow. Good point.
Well, ooh wee, that's a lot of mushroom melting we did, boy. Yeah, I forgot. I probably shouldn't be asking you for any kind of constructive feedback at the moment.
Do you know when that's going to wear off? I mean, it's
hell if I know.
I mean, it's been a while, right?
What am I, a mushroomologist?
You seem to know a lot about them. I mean,
God dang, I ain't seen never anything like this before. Whatever it was when we went up to the Griffin's butt there.
Yeah, but these ones were bigger, so I didn't know if they were different.
Well,
that'd be
maybe
a weird coincidence, wouldn't it be?
Well, just a completely separate set of giant mushrooms.
Just so happen to start taking up residence right when the little mushrooms. Yeah, that'd be weird, right?
Yeah, that'd be weird. Yeah, who am I talking to?
This is my name's Olivia.
That's right. Yeah. I was just making sure you weren't a different NPC.
Olivia, I knew I'd have to talk with her for a while, so Olivia is literally just my voice.
All right. Well, that makes sense. Well, Olivia, yeah. It would be a strange coincidence, which, I believe in coincidences. They happen every single day. However, I don't trust them.
You don't trust coincidences?
No, ma'am. Wiser man than me said that.
I don't know what you mean, like you don't trust them.
There ain't nothing. They happen all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But they're suspicious. And you got to be careful of coincidences because oftentimes there's something lurking in the metaphorical bushes.
Okay. I thought you meant like you don't trust coincidences, like you wouldn't like let them like horse sit for you or something. And I was like, they're not real things.
No, it's a concept. I understand that. I just mean you can't always believe that a coincidence is going to be a genuine coincidence.
He's licking my shoe.
Sean, stop that. Bad boy. Bad boy. We don't lick shoes, Sean. 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 Sean.
I think he's waking up a little bit.
Well, just hope when he comes down, he doesn't crash.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Should we wait to leave for the crash or should we leave before the crash? I don't know.
Do you think, I tell you what, I've been thinking about this, Olivia, and I feel bad that you've had to ride on Hollywood, although you seem quite perfectly content, but then not that long ago, you was sort of like, well, we had this MS Paint thing the whole time, and I could have been riding in that. How would you like to be responsible for the MS Paint, Olivia? You just got to carry this here briefcase.
Okay. Yeah, I can hold it. Can I drive it?
Yeah. You driven a wagon before?
Yes.
Yeah. How did that go, Sean?
I mean, I got there, Sean.
I told you. Stop peeing on that.
What is it?
You tell me. You're peeing on it.
Okay. It's your foot.
We keep our money in there, Sean. God dang.
I do have a question I meant to ask during the recap. I completely forget what all the MS Paint can do. Do you need horses attached to it, or can you drive it?
No, it has 2 mechanical horses.
That's it.
Called.
Oh, I got this.
Why did I paint myself into the MS paint myself into this corner? It was. Oh, God.
How would you remember? I didn't even.
There was some kind of clockwork names. I can't remember now.
Oh.
It wasn't Ratchet and Clank because that would have been copyright infringement. So it was something like that. Tick and Talk. That was it.
Tick and Talk. Yes.
Tick and Talk, the mechanical horses, and yeah. So how that works, Olivia, is that deploys into this briefcase. You just have to press the little catches there and open it up. I like to do it with a little bit of flair. Personally, I like to go chickadee chow, something like that. Just to sort of. But then when you do
is it
that,
exactly chickadee chaw or just anything?
Whatever you like, really. Okay. It's just a little bit of razzle dazzle. And then when you do that, you want to make sure that there's a good open space in front of you, because then there's going to be 2 large clockwork horses and a stagecoach. A color changing stagecoach. Be whatever color you like, and it can change color.
We literally just had this the whole time.
Yeah, I've kind of forgot. It just stays. This little briefcase just stays in my pack. But if you want to, you can commandeer that if you like, and you can be responsible for it. And I think right now, probably the best thing we can do is put Sean inside the MS Paint where it'll be safe.
Yeah, you might need a.
Stop. I told you, Sean, stop peeing on that. Where's it all coming from? God dang. What you been drinking, Sean? I guess I don't want to know.
I think he's gonna. I mean, we're still gonna want to go to Lasso, for sure. Inside, because he'll jump out of that.
Well, we can we'll just make sure the doors is secure, and we'll keep him on a tight leash. God dang, Sean, why you gotta be like this?
I know he's gonna get me with it.
Magnificent bastard. I just hope we don't get into some kind of jewel.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what's gonna happen.
Because we're probably gonna have to tie him up, right? For sure.
Yeah, I mean, what if he gets violent?
Sorry, guys.
You've seen him with a knife.
Yeah, sometimes I know. He stabbed me in the legs, I think. I'm pretty sure he stabbed me in the legs. Yeah, that was like 3 days ago.
Sometimes I watch that boy work and I get myself a terror bonus. Sure, I do.
I should probably get some stitches or something on this.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Well, I'll probably take his knife, though.
Yeah.
No.
Well, maybe. I tell you what, I'll sit in the back with Sean and make sure he's okay.
What about Uba and Hollywood? What do they do?
Well, these grown-ass horses. What we'll do is we'll do the whistle, and if they just want to follow, they will.
Sean, can you whistle
They
right
understand
now?
to follow a whistle.
I did not. I thought it was for sure going to be another loop. That wasn't a whistle, Sean. That was the noise a gun makes. There you go.
Now that was a whistle.
No, that was a whistle. Okay, he can still whistle even while high. That's good to know. Because I didn't know if Ubo listens to you, Jambalaya.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I could probably cast Speak with Animals again, but goddamn, let's save ourselves some time.
Especially because I do not remember their voices. I'm pretty sure Hollywood was like a real, like, smooth talking, chill horse, and I think Ubo was like Donnie from Wild Thornberries.
Very agile, though.
All right, yeah, let's go ahead. So it sounds like we should be leaving now, then, since we got a nice.
Well, I guess
spot.
Yeah.
All right.
Seems like it's okay up here. And then, we dealt with all the mushrooms. We ain't got nothing else to do in town, unless there's anything you particularly want to see, Olivia.
No, I don't. I mean, you guys aren't really talking about anything super cool here. I mean, I want to see
No, I mean it's
the
I
trumpet
ain't.
lady. I want to see her or her sister, whichever one's still alive, but she's not
Yeah.
here.
No, they're down at the gorge there, but that's a little bit out of the way. We're going to the Iron Ore Mountains, right? I
Yeah,
think that's
yeah.
where the Mushroom Man, Johnny Mushroom, went, as we've been calling him.
Yeah, we'll see it eventually. I'm just trying to remember any other cool places you guys talked about. And you know what? It sounds like I've seen it all already, except for the bungee jumping.
I mean, there's a very handsome man who runs the bar. Well, sometimes I don't know if he'll be on. He got into bed with us and fed his eggs.
So stupid.
The fuck is this show?
As soon as you said there's a handsome man working at the bar, I remembered that. I was like, oh my god. No, I don't need to see this strange guy that got in bed with you guys. No, yeah, I'm ready. Let me just try this out. You ready?
Awful handsome. Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah, he was the most handsome person. All right. All right. No, quit joking around, Sean. Quit licking that.
I'm
you
dead
Sean.
serious.
He's licking your shoe now. All right.
Okay, boy. Oh, it's all right. It's okay.
Chickadee-cha. And MS Pete springs forward.
You did it.
Yes. You got. I mean, you taught me best.
Well, it's easy as that.
So I'll sit up here.
Mm-hmm.
And they just listen. Like, is there pedals?
No, you just drive them like regular horses.
Okay. They're a lot. Okay. Do they poop? Because
no.
Okay.
Sometimes they just let out a little squeak, though.
What's that?
I think that's, well, you know, sometimes just from the rear end to make a little noise.
Like mechanically, what noise is like? What like? Where's it coming? Is it
Well,
a fart?
If I had to describe it, it's kind of like a.
I don't mean that. I mean, why does it happen? Do you know?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to ask Ma Rusky, or I ain't familiar with the mechanicals.
I don't know.
But
why.
I will say this: it kind of smells like burning oil.
So why would she make the horses fart?
You tell me.
I don't want to. It's fine. It's fine. I'll still drive.
I mean,
them.
I wasn't going to look a gift mechanical horse and carriage in the mouth.
Or the butt. Anyway.
Or the butt. No, sir. No.
You got Sean.
I ain't a vet neither.
You got Sean secured back there?
Well, let's see. Like, give him the bum's rush in by his collar and the seat of his pants.
Did you take it? Did you take his knife?
That'll be fine. You'll be okay.
Guns?
No, I don't trust that you'd even be able to find them with both hands.
How is Sean Marson tied up right now? Is it like the lasso's like around?
He's not. It's just around his waist.
Okay,
like a leash.
That's how I was picturing it. But then I realized it would also be funny if his arms were tied in the lasso too.
Yeah,
okay,
it's kind of like a toddler leash.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, with that, I think you guys can get situated and head down to the Iron Aurora Mountains. So these mountains, they're a little bit to the west of I See Your Point. I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know if you guys have been there, but you guys did shut down. It's a really big mountain range. You guys did shut down a mine. The one that had zombies and undead necromancer summoning. That was in the Iron Aurora Mountains also, but that was
Witch Iron Mine.
Yeah, the Witch Iron Mine. That was much more north from like it was like the most northern peak of the mountains. So I'm not sure exactly which, because like I said, it is this mountain range is miles and miles wide. So I guess the plan is just going to be first get there. And then try to find something.
Done a lot of exploring.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well, it is going to be about on Tick and Talk. Just trying to look at the map right here and gauge some distance. It was from Griffin's Butt to town was 2 days, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it was 2 or 3, but either way, this mountain range is shorter.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, this mountain range is a little bit closer than Griffin's Butt was to West Hollowtown. So we'll say that it's going to be about a 2-day journey on Tick and Talk. And go ahead, Jambalaya, and give me an animal handling check. You know what, Ubo? Sean, why don't you go ahead and give me one too? You got a 7 with a plus. I mean, a 10 with a +7.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
16. Okay.
Hollywood.
Okay, with the 10, 10's right at the mid. I mean, it's not like terrible. It's still, it's average. So I'm gonna say that Ubo is probably a little worried about Sean and how weird he's acting. Ubo's staying pretty close to the wagon this entire journey. You guys don't see Hollywood for like the entire day. He's just off doing grown horse shit. But once you finally stop to make camp for the night, he does wander up to you. He's got grass all in his fur. There's some like twigs stuck in it. Like in his mane, there's some twigs.
I ain't gonna ask. I'll just look at him. Like,
he looks at you
and then gesture over to Ubo.
Yeah, he'll go over and crash next to Ubo. Camping.
Bitch.
Sean, it's starting to wear off a little bit now. And by that I mean it's mostly worn off. I think maybe there'll just be some aftershocks from it. We'll say it's about 90% worn off from you when you guys stop for the night. With the MS Paint, what is... I don't know if you could really like camp out in here. What's the camping situation going to be?
Well, I mean, we still got our bedrolls and stuff on the saddle packs, so I mean, we could take those, and I'm sure Olivia can sleep in the carriage.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't know. I forgot what her usual deal is. But yeah,
she like slinks off and tries to get as far away from the 96 as she can.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be very, very happy that there is a that there's a carriage for her. Now that there's 3 of you guys and horses, what do you guys all just like? Well, I guess you guys all. We've never talked about if you guys like do watches or if you just all crash and do 96s all like right away, or.
Well, I guess it depends on whether we think it's dangerous around here or not. A lot of the time we're just camping in the wilds because we're on the way to somewhere else, and that's just what you do, It's not necessarily like a dangerous prospect, so we don't always set up a watch. But in this instance, maybe it's a good idea. I don't know. I mean, we're halfway there? This is all pretty familiar trails at this point, right?
Yep. Halfway there. It's been kind of mostly plains. Which
Have we seen any mushrooms nearby?
You have not since leaving town.
On balance, I probably wouldn't be that worried then. I mean, feel free to object if you want, Sean, but I don't.
No, I think it's fine.
I wouldn't like if it was me, Gerundu, in this situation, I wouldn't necessarily feel threatened enough to warrant it.
Yeah, same.
Plus, if something does creep up, the horses will probably know before we do if we're asleep.
How long do horses sleep? Does anyone know that? Because I just realized I don't know.
They sleep standing up, and they will fucking go berserker at you if you walk through their field in the middle of the night.
Really?
I will tell you that from personal experience. Yeah, thought we were cutting through a field of cows, but it was horses. They got fucking mad. They got mad.
Dude, they only sleep for 3 hours.
What?
2.9 hours on average.
You guys got built-in alarm systems, built-in watches. Yeah, I don't blame you for not taking a watch.
It's probably because they have to fucking stand up and sleep.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit sucks.
Why
Can
do
you
they
imagine?
have to? Because they can lay down. I've seen a
Right.
horse laying and chilling.
Yeah.
So why not just go to sleep then?
That is weird.
Okay. Either way, you guys 96 off to sleep. Olivia is sleeping in the
We don't
carriage.
have to every single night.
Just assume it's your default state.
They're probably especially rancid. Mine are.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I want those like around the back of my neck. It ain't his usual kind of musky odor. Mustardy, musky odor.
Well, around
Fucking mustard.
1 in the morning.
God damn.
Around 1 in the morning, you
Something happens.
guys
Wild
hear
foxy
the
appears.
horses begin to neigh and buck around and just start to go crazy. Like the ones in Gerundu's field that he walked through.
Talk with animals.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Well, actually, when you're
Oh, yeah.
sitting up, both of you guys could just go ahead and roll me a perception check real quick. I thought for sure me asking like you guys, 6 from Sean Martin. The drugs are probably still hitting hard. The mushrooms.
Fun roll.
19. Jambalaya, as soon as you wake up from the horses, you hear it's like squelching noises coming from the direction that you all were headed towards the mountains. And when you look over, I mean, all you see is just, it's a pretty cloudy night, so there's not a ton of stars or moon out kind of illuminating it. So this is a very dark area that you're looking out into. And it looks like you're just looking at either like the mountains on the distance, maybe some trees or something. But then you notice that those mountains start to move and shift a little bit. And then you hear more of that squelching, and it looks like something is some kind of form, some kind of mass is slowly scooching on up towards you two.
About how far away is it?
It was hard for you to gauge because, like I said, it seemed like it was mountains way off in the distance, but now you're realizing that it's something not as big as mountains, but much, much closer.
Okay.
You would probably say it's maybe like 20 feet away.
Okay. Right. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and also I'll give you that one for free. And Sean Marston will be kind of just shaking the sleep out of his eyes, but we'll also go ahead and roll some initiative. Oh shit! Sean's gonna beat my 19. Okay, well fuck you guys. I rolled a 19. I'm thinking I'm hot shit. I'm about to go first, and then we get a 19 with a +7 initiative, and then a 21. Well,
Sean's a quick draw artist. His initiative's super buff.
yes, that's a +7 initiative. That is wild. All right, yeah. So I think for your first that fairy fire Gerundu, I think you'll be able to do that like for free before the combat actually starts. And when you do, what color are we making this?
We're gonna make it violet.
Oh wait, it makes a dex saving throw. What's the I don't think that even makes sense. What's the check for that? It rolled a 15 minus 1, so a 14.
Oh well, the save is a 15. So
okay, good. I was gonna say it wouldn't really make sense, because as you illuminate this creature, whatever this is, you realize that it's I don't know if any of you have ever seen an ogre or like a hill giant, but it's about the size of that, where it is about 15 foot tall, about 15 foot wide too. It's kind of dome shape ish. It is a tangle of, it looks like, I
know what this is already.
Looks like moss or like algae, seaweed, grass, but then there's also some vines in there, and then the entire top portion of it, it's kind of like an ice cream cone dipped in something. The entire top portion of it has those blue mushrooms sprouting and growing out of it, and these ones aren't as small as the carpet mushrooms. They're not as big as the West Hollow mushrooms, but they're like the size of like basketballs. And Sean Marston, you can see this thing too now that Jambalaya, illuminated it. And I think now we go to Jambalaya's turn. So Jambalaya, you wake up. I don't know what your fairy fire looks like when you cast it.
It's a lot of wasps.
Okay.
Illuminating, buzzing angrily around the thing, emitting violet light.
Okay. So yeah, now you can see this thing, and we'll go to you.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty scared. So I think what I'm going to do is sort of try and roll to my feet and snap off a shot with my rifle. Okay.
So by the way, its initiative was supposed to be -1 anyway, so it would have been an 18, not a 19. So
good to know. Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
All right. Well, it does more damage than that. Because it pulls through the wrong damage. So it should be another D4 plus. $12 piercing damage. Oh, 12 force damage.
12. Oh my god. I forgot your guys' guns were force.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. Okay. All right. 12 points of damage as you ring off this big shot, and you really can't tell what that bullet just did. This thing doesn't slow down. It doesn't stop.
I actually had advantage on that attack roll, but we'll just let that one roll.
You don't want to try for a 20?
On that.
D20?
Nah, it's 20? Okay. I didn't remember, so we'll just take it. We'll let him roll.
Yeah, just kind of squelches right through. It goes out the other side, and this thing's still kind of shambling towards you two. Anything else, Jambalaya?
I think that's it for me.
Oh yeah, that's why you would have. You would have. Everyone's gonna have advantage now on this thing.
Wait a second. I got 2 attacks now, don't I?
That sounds right.
Finally, I do. Yeah. All right. Well, this one's got advantage then. That's a 16 and 27.
27 will hit.
Plus another. Sorry.
I'm just gonna say, what are those 2 different amounts? Why does one do D12?
Range. It should be a D12. It only pulls through the actual. Oh, it does roll a D12. Okay, shit. So I thought it was set up wrong, but yeah, I thought that was the range increments. So it's 8 damage, 8 force damage on this one.
Okay, you fire off these 2 shots. Sean Marston, you're going to be up next. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell if this thing is really here or if you're still imagining shit from the fungus, but Jambalaya sure seems to be taking the fight to him.
I'm going to shoot him in the face twice.
I was really, really hoping we were able to take away Sean Marston's guns and knives. knife in him.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't agree to that.
And then I was like, wait, how is he tied up? And then I started really wanting to get to the bottom of it.
Well, that's a goddamn crit, all right.
That is a 29 to hit. Will hit this thing. Holy 20 or 18 damage from that?
That's just the first one.
That's just the first.
Yeah, that's just the first one. So you got another attack with advantage. At least one other attack with advantage.
Yeah. Shit. Sean, do you want to just take that second roll, that 26?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. So these two shots that you are able to fire, you shoot from like two different guns, right? Like you're not just shooting one and neglecting your other gun. Okay, so that's going to be a total of 18 points of damage as you're shooting some of those vines and moss off of this thing. 18 plus 6, 24 points of damage. Oof. You know what I kind of want to do? I want to keep track, like have like a scoreboard of damage, Sean Marston, Jambalaya, and as we go, just at the end, see who does more damage, because I never know.
That's a good idea.
You guys do insane damage, it seems like.
Yeah, we do. Jeez.
Okay.
Well, this thing is going to shamble on closer to you two. It's probably within 5-10 feet now. It is going to the mushrooms are gonna start to give off this blue spore release. Sean Marston might be getting a little excited. Can you guys both make me a con saving throw, please?
No, absolutely not.
22. Sean's immune to this shit now. 16. What was it? Fuck. I think those both save. If it is a large or smaller creature, okay. Well, then you guys are gonna be taking 5 points of damage each. It's gonna be 5 poison damage.
Son of a bitch.
Even with we at least get a half, which is good. What else this thing got? I do want to say that when you guys did initially shoot it, some of the shots that Sean Marston did to it, you could see some kind of smaller. It looked like kind of like this puff of fungus spores that you just saw, but like more just smaller version of that. It is now Jambalaya's turn again.
Well, I'm going to use my bonus action to agitate my swarm of wasps, which is already pretty pissed off and buzzing around it, illuminating thing. So some of them is going to start synchronizing and attacking alongside me. So I get an extra 1d6 force damage on every attack. So still have advantage because I still am maintaining concentration on fair fire. So here we go. 2 shots from my long rifle. I know what the issue is with the roll 20 now. I just need to add flat 4 to damage. So here we go.
And Sean's pistols were force too, right? Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, both of us is. That's 22 with advantage on that one, with 13 piercing damage because the D12 of this roll does not add the +4.
Yep.
So it's 13 piercing damage on that first attack, and then go ratchet back the lever on my lever action rifle, and here we go with another one. It's a 25. Let's see if I get a crit on that.
I wonder when the last time you guys missed was.
And so that's another 10 force damage. Oh, plus the 2d6 for the
The wasps.
For the wasps, yeah.
10 wasp damage. Or, yeah, it's probably going to be 10 wasp damage.
I haven't rolled that yet, so it's 2d6. Yep, 10. Flat 10 wasp damage.
10 wasp damage, okay.
How'd you say? It's probably going to be 10. It's a 10.
So it was yeah.
What?
I don't know. He said 2d6, and for some reason, I just said 10.
That's weird.
It was. You bang on the money.
I'm just
so yeah, that
really,
was
really
that
good
was
at
10
reading
plus
dice.
10 plus 13. 33.
Oh, plus damage. Oh my god. I mean,
this
it's
rifle
still
ain't fucking around.
Okay, well, when you shoot it, you guys are about 10 feet away from it now. When you shoot it, both of those times, some of those spores are like kind of getting shooken off from the bullet impact. Where is that? I know what it was. I'll just roll it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do... so it's going to be 3 points of poison damage to both of you as the spores come off of it. Sean Marston, you are up.
I'm going to shoot him in the face again.
I like that Jambalaya has like all this shit, wasps and spells, and Sean Marston literally has, I'm gonna shoot him or I'm gonna stab him.
Damn.
Yeah, but he shoots and stabs him real fucking good.
Real good. That would have been a natural one.
Multi-classing.
Yeah, that would have been a number 1 or a natural 1, but due to the advantage, it's actually 28. And I believe Sean Marston might crit on 19s.
Don't know.
Yes, he does.
Whoops.
All of us do. Yeah, both of us do.
Okay.
So yeah, you're on 19, which you got. So you got a crit there.
And then the 18 will hit also. So let's go ahead and we'll just take a... Oh, so he does a D10 of damage. So that first shot that ended up being a crit with a 19 will end up being 4 plus 10, 14. Plus 4 from your other shot, 18 points of damage to this thing, as it's still trying to get closer and closer. It's now obviously on its turn right here. It's going to be closing in on you guys, but it's still close enough that both of those shots are going to shake loose some of those spores. This time it's just going to be 2 poison damage to both of you. So you're probably getting pretty hardy to this stuff now. And then we'll call it, you guys have heard of shambling mounds before. This looks like a shambling mound, but you haven't seen one that had, the mushroom top on it. It is now going to just extend these. I was trying to think of a comparison where these arms are just going to be sticking out of nowhere and forming out of nothing, pretty much out of its body, and it's going to just make 2 kind of like Hulk smashes, one on each of you.
What? God dang!
And it's going to close the distance now, and it's going to be like right up on both of you. The first one was a 24, second was a 10. We'll give Sean Marston that 24 because Sean's on the left. I know the overlay, and that's how it goes. So Jambalaya, you're able to dodge out of the way of it. Sean Marston, you are going to take... that can't... This might be a decent amount of damage. 13 points of damage. I rolled hot shit on those dice, which is unfortunate, but 13 damage, Sean Marston. This thing crushes down on you. Jambalaya, we're up, and I think at this point, Delilah is like looking out of the MS Paint, like, you guys got it out there?
Yeah, you don't worry about a thing. It's fine. Yeah. If you hear one of us die, then maybe just run away. But yeah, I think we got this.
I've got my knife. If you want me to stab it.
No, I don't want to see you get hurt.
Jambalaya, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I'll just spend 6 seconds having that conversation. We'll
dodging this thing's big, gross tentacle things.
Well, that's my turn. Well, shit. I guess what I'm going to do.
Jambalaya trying to think of something else.
Yeah, I think I'm going. Now that it's got up in my face, I think I want to. I break up my turn and like rifle butt it and like try and then jump back out of its pseudopod reach or something like that, and then have another attack. If I provoke an attack of opportunity, so be it. How about that?
That's what I was thinking of. Is the attack of opportunity was the only thing I was thinking will be on the line. But obviously, you could do like the, bludgeoning damage from hitting it with your gun, and then backing off. But it will.
Yeah, it's kind of more. Well, I mean, that's mechanically what it would be, but it's more like I'm just trying to buy myself some space,
Okay.
Let's try that. So yeah. I'll do this first. Okay, so the rifle butt.
Oh my god.
That's 24 with 8 bludgeoning damage.
This thing rolled another natural 1 to hit you. Okay. So 6 total to hit you. For its opportunity attack.
Well, that will not beat a 16.
When you hit this thing with your gun, you can feel the gun kind of press into this thing's body. It doesn't feel mechanically. Jambalaya would know that this thing is probably resistant to bludgeoning damage because it doesn't feel like Jambalaya got a really good hit on that thing when he smashed it. And then you're able to back up. You're 30 feet. You going the whole 30 feet?
Yeah, I'll use my full movement. Back up out of it. And then use my second attack, this time with the actual shooty end of the rifle. 29, which
29
is also
is gonna do it 7 piercing damage. Is that right, or you still got the wasp?
No. Also, it's a crit.
Oh,
plus 10.
yes.
So I rolled a 19. So I've got the wasp. So it's also plus a flat 4, because that doesn't add the bonus. So it's 9 plus a. I should have rolled the d6 for the bludgeoning attack, but we won't bother.
Yeah, it's fine. A couple things happen after that shot. It gives off some more of those little spores. Sean Marston is going to be 4 points of poison damage. How's Sean looking? Because I am really bad at remembering HP pools for levels and things.
That was 12.
I have 54 still.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is that a lot or is that low? What do you guys' maximums looking like
That's
these days?
less than me. I mean, mine's 94. My
94?
max is 94.
84.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are pretty sturdy boys. Yeah. And then also, Jambalaya, after that shot, you hit this thing like right in the middle of it, right in its core, and it seems to split in two, and they kind of like droop down a little bit. It is now split into 2 smaller sized shambling mounds, both
God
up
dang.
on your boy Sean Marston. Sean Marston, it is your turn now.
I'm gonna walk away from this dude.
I'm gonna have one try for an attack of opportunity. It's a very fancy attack. This one's, oh man, it rolled a 22 to hit Sean Marston. I think that's gonna do it. Okay. This one, even though it is much smaller than the one that hit you, the damage was almost the same. It is 10 damage this time as it punches you.
Oh no. Oh no.
The dice were kinder on that roll than my last one. And then you're able to back up. And now I think from here on out, we'll have to call them left and right, because otherwise there's really no way to distinguish between the two of these things. Actually, one of them has glasses. One's got glasses, one doesn't. Where you think the eyes would be.
Why would this thing have glasses?
God dang this. Oh, shit.
It's like a human's face sticking out.
No, it's the glasses on some vines.
Well, when I searched Shambling Mound to see what it looked like, it has like a human absorbed in the side of it.
That's because it can absorb people.
Oh, nice.
It didn't get to that before you guys fucking skedaddled away from it, and this thing's too slow to catch you. That's why I was asking Gerunder how many feet he was backing up. But yeah, Sean Marston, you've got left that has glasses and right that does not have glasses.
Okay. And then I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna shoot the right one 2 times.
Yeah, you don't shoot somebody with glasses.
You wouldn't shoot a mound with glasses, would you?
Let me just put in my notes. Left one, glasses. Right one, no glasses. You are lucky you've got advantage. First one would have been a natural 1. Instead, we're gonna go for. Is that a crit? It looks like that's gonna be a crit, right? That is a crit. It's another 19. Yes. Jeez, you guys are rolling fire tonight.
It makes a fucking change.
Sean, you can make one more roll too. Yep, I knew it. I was gonna say just in case you get a crit, and look, that was a full-on nat 20 crit right there. So we're gonna take the 2 crits. That's actually a
double crit. I think it's fine.
That was a 9, plus 10, so 19 for your crit damage, and then a 7 plus 10, 17 for your crit damage. Well, wait, okay, 19 plus 17.
Oh my god.
It's the number right there.
I thought jambalaya would. Okay, so that's 36. I typed in into Google 19 plus 17, and it pulled up the feature film 1917. And that's not what I wanted.
That's wrong. We don't want that.
Okay.
Nobody wants that.
Now you see the spores shaking loose from it again, but obviously it's far enough away that it doesn't get on anybody. We'll go back to the mound's turn. Ooh. Shit, they can't. They're going to shamble. One's going to shamble. The one with glasses is going to shamble up to Jambalaya. The one without glasses that Sean Marston shot twice is going to head towards Sean Marston. Jambalaya, it is going to... it's not going to be able to make as kind of thick of a hawk arm that did the hammer fist on you two earlier. Instead, it's going to make more of a long vine that it's going to try to whip at you. It's 7.
Absorb my boy. Don't do it.
It's trying.
Dare absorb me.
No, it rolled a 7 to whip Gerundu. Jambalaya, sorry. I don't know why I keep calling you Gerundu tonight. I usually never do.
Gerundalaya.
Gerundalaya.
Jambundu.
Gerundalaya. I can't even say that.
I'm Jambundu Pender Undo.
And then Sean Marston's definitely taking the brunt of damage, but I don't know if this is going to hit. Does a 16 hit Sean Marston?
Nope.
No, he's got better armor than me now.
Yeah, I thought he had... Don't you have like 20 or 19 or something pretty...
17.
17? Oh, I thought it was...
I think.
I mean, neither one of us have got like real good armor. But
Yeah.
that's not what we's about. We're about the mobility.
Yeah. Yeah, you have a chain poncho, but I don't think you wear that much anymore because it's so damn loud.
Well, I still wears it. I mean, there ain't no need for stealth. I mean, I'd remove it on a stealth mission.
Yeah. Well, apparently both these miss you guys with whips, and it seemed like when they were doing that, they were kind of making like whip lassos. Seemed like they are trying to catch you guys. Jambalaya, you're up. You've got one. The one without glasses is looking pretty mangled. He's got like big bullet holes through its body that are, you can kind of see the, see out in the distance from the glow of your fairy fire lights. It's not looking great.
Well, I mean, I'll probably stick to the one that's up in my grill, right? I mean, that would make the most sense. It's an immediate danger. Let me see what I can do here. I think because... hell yeah. I think because this thing's right up in my face, I ain't going to be too worried about aiming. So I'm going to try and fire from the hip. So what that is going to be my sharpshooter ability. So I'm going to take a -5 on my attack roll to grant an additional +10 to the attack's damage. Bear in mind, I still have advantage on these as well, assuming that the fairy fire was still active because I was concentrating still. So, right, here we go. Attack number 1 on the mound with glasses, because I don't give a fuck about combat ethics, and I will shoot at a mound with glasses on it. I'll shoot a guy on the shitter, I don't care. There was a 28 on the first one, which is
23.
9 force damage. Oh, sorry, no, it's not. It's -5, so 23.
Yeah, still hit.
That's 19 force damage on that one, and a 22, but that's with advantage 23, so that would be 18. 18 to hit.
You can't even with -5 to your attack roll. You cannot miss.
On +10. So
what
yeah.
What do we need to do to you boys?
18 to hit. If that one hits, that's 11 + 4, 15 + 10, 25 force damage.
So that was 25 plus. What did you say? Plus 16.
25 plus 16. So 14. Yeah, 25 plus fuck. It was that was 5 piercing damage plus 4 plus 10. 19 piercing damage plus 25 piercing damage.
So that is 44.
I got a title for the episode.
What's that title?
Quick maths.
Oh shit! Plus the force damage from the wasps, which is 2d6.
Oh my god! I don't even want to tell you how much health this thing's got.
No, sorry, that was 2 + 6, not 2 rolling 2d6. Sorry, 2d6. 3. So what was that? Additional 3. Stingy wasps.
That is awesome. So this thing is still standing. I don't give a fuck to let you guys know that it now has 3 HP left. So I thought for sure those wasps were just gonna like eat this thing alive. I think the wasps are, swarming around it and chewing up and destroying a lot of the foliage that is making up this thing's body. The other one, no, fuck, it's Sean Marston's turn. God damn it. If one of these don't get to eat one of you.
I'm going to shoot a shot at each of them.
Okay.
Ow.
Okay.
Glasses first.
I just read chat. Glasses first with a 28 and 8 points of damage. So that's the one that Jambalaya just hit, where his wasp chewed it up a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
is that a crit? That is.
You don't need it. I mean, if you wanted to, sure, it's a crit. You really.
That is the sound of a disappointed
you know what the crit does? The crit makes it so that like somehow this bullet does not hit a single wasp, even though I'm picturing these like this. It's like covered head to toe in wasp, and they form just a little circle, and your bullet goes right in that circle, and then the wasp leaf. So that's something. That's something, right? And there's nothing left, and one of the wasp burps, and some grass falls out of his mouth. It's funny. What's your other shot? That was 18. 18's gonna hit, but it's not gonna kill it. I can't believe you guys killed the one with glasses first. So rude.
It's looking at me funny.
All right. Well, this one is again going to. It's going to try the other hand now. It tried to make its right arm into like a vine whip and get Sean Marston. This time it's going to go. It's going to try with the left, which surely is going to make it roll better. A 24. Sean Marston, I need you to make a strength saving throw really quick, please.
11.
We got it. Okay, so damage wise, we are looking at so it was green, which scared me. It was 2d6 plus 5, and it rolled a 5 and a 6, so that is 16. As this thing pulls you up over its head and kind of drops you just head first right into it, and it kind of poofs out a little bit bigger. And Jambalaya,
it's all up to you, buddy.
You don't see Sean Marston anymore.
Well, god dang. Shit.
I feel like Sean Marston's health skin's so fucking low. But then Jambalaya's over here just full. I don't think Jambalaya's been hit once.
Oh, I have. I've been poisoned quite a bit, and I was already poisoned from before because I haven't had a long rest since.
Yeah, so you guys tried to, and you got interrupted.
I'm about, I'm just over half my health at the moment, so I ain't too great neither. But Sean's worse off than me. Well, fuck. I mean, do I risk taking a shot and hurting my boy? Fuck it. Yeah, I do.
I did not think in a million years you would still shoot at this thing.
Well, I got advantage. I'm going to take.
Yeah.
Hope it pays off.
Oh my
God.
God.
A natty 20.
Okay, well, you say a nat 20. I see a 30.
Well, it's a 30. Yeah, it's a nat 20
crazy.
plus 10, so that's a 30.
You don't see many 30s rolled in D&D 5e.
Nope.
Fuck, I can't. I was thinking like, okay, well, if he takes a shot, we'll Sean Marston will probably have to take some kind of damage, right? He's going to take some kind of collateral damage from that. No, I mean, with the full-on natural 20, which equals out to be a 30, I don't think there's a way to have that hit Sean Marston. And Jambalaya, you can explain. This thing had 13 HP left, so you can go ahead and explain what that looks like since you did 15 points of damage to it.
Well, what happens is Jambalaya takes careful aim. Doesn't use his sharpshooter ability this time. Shoot from the hip. He takes careful aim because his boy's in there.
Good call.
He's worried. He takes careful aim and he tracked the trajectory of this thing as it glomped his boy and took him in. And he aimed right above that point. Takes that aim. Carefully squeezes off a shot. Time slows down to next to nothing. And there's a weird whooshing noise just on the edge of hearing, like whoosh. And then there's the detonation. The bullet flies from the rifle, striking home in a point of flashing violet light, blowing the top off this goddamn mound as the
attacked of the wasp stinging again and again and again, striking away leaves and bits of plant matter away from this form, revealing the very dirty but very sexy form of Sean Marston. And Jambalaya stands there, blows the smoke from the muzzle of his rifle, and says, "Go mulch yourself, you son of a bitch."
And then Olivia's gonna come out with her knife, like, "Okay, you sure? Like, do you want me to? You know, I'll do it." And she goes over and starts poking at, like, now it's just like loose foliage. She's like stabbing each vine.
That's good. Good work, Olivia. You all right there, boy?
Mm-hmm.
All right, get your sweet little ass over here and let's get healing.
Take it out.
Yes.
I use the remainder of my spell slots healing us both.
All of the horses have calmed down now, and you guys are able to, after catching a breather, finish up that long rest, and finally, because it does feel like it's been a while since you guys got a long rest, finally get full spell slots back and health back, and spend the rest of the night much more peacefully than that. And I think with that, I think that's a good, nice spot. It's really weird, and it's really hard to gauge time when we. Because this show, sometimes we stream and /record on at 8 o'clock at night. Sometimes it's 7, sometimes it's 6. So it's really hard when we start at 6. It feels like it's really early. I guess it is kind of short. It's an hour and 10 minutes, but that'll be okay. Gerundu, while I find somebody to raid,
combo episode.
Yeah, when I find somebody to raid, would you like to plug anything?
I guess so. I'm in this show. It's real good. You've just watched it, and you should also listen to it in like a couple of weeks' time when it is dropped. And then I'm also in Roll for Weird, in which I play the elderly vampire Silas Lancaster, who in turn plays a number of different personas. And I play him also in Storytime with Silas on the network. And I'm very, very proud of that show. It's rather than an actual play, it's audio drama, I guess, horror anthology series. I'm also in an upcoming Pathfinder 2nd edition podcast called Cut from the Chronicles. That's still being sort of produced, but I'll let you all know when it comes out. And yeah, I'm also featured in another audio drama podcast called No Return in the Aurelian Regiment. I play Colour Sergeant Malcolm. Fuck, I can't remember his bloody name. Mal. Anyway, I play him. And that's really good. I'm really proud of the work I've done on that as well. All available on your podcast feeds. And I will be at GooseCon in Cincinnati, in Ohio, at the end of September. You should be too, because I'm coming all the way from England. And so, what's your excuse?
That's very true.
Very true. Yes, good. I think surely I've got a GooseCon command. I do have a GooseCon command. If you're listening to this on podcast, you just go to tabletop.events and then search for GooseCon. If you're watching this, then click on that link. You can get a weekend badge for just $45, which I was looking at I was looking at some other conventions and they're like $150 for the weekend. So it's a steal. Super cheap. We just want it to be a place where anybody can come hang out, and we're really excited for it. Sean, you got anything you want to talk about before
Nah.
I wanted to make sure, because I did just start like plugging GooseCon. I didn't want to skip you. Yeah, GooseCon's the number one thing to talk about. We also have a new series on this Twitch stream that may get to pod feeds sometime, called Meme of the Month, where we take a meme from a tweet or Reddit or wherever, and we actually run it as a one-shot. This coming weekend, we are going to be having that on Saturday. The meme is, it was a tweet that said the existence of D&D Beyond means that there's also a
I forget exactly how it's worded, but it's pretty much like a D&D Bed Bath & Beyond. Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know because I don't forget how it's worded, but pretty much we're gonna be in a fantasy Bed Bath & Beyond when something's gonna happen. I don't know. I'm not the DM of that one, so go check that out. Follow us on here. We're going to be rating Arcana Check Live, I think it is. It looks like they are currently playing Dungeons and Dragons. I think it was in the Dungeons and Dragons section. But give them a honk when you go over. Let them know we sent you. Thank you for watching and or listening. If you haven't left us a 5-star rating review on podcasters yet, please do that. And we'll see you all in 2 weeks. Bye, everybody.
Love you.
Bye. I forgot. This is embarrassing. I forgot it takes 10 seconds to actually send the rates, and now we have to sit here after we just said
Okay,
bye.
I'm just going to sit for 10 seconds.
Yeah, all right, 2 more seconds.
You goddamn dumbass, Adam. I can't believe you put up with this shit.